I'd like to call the Fire Station Building Committee meeting to order for Wednesday, September 27th. Now, besides LakeCAM, is anybody else recording this meeting? All right, hearing none. Thank you, everybody, for being here. And, I know we rescheduled from last week to this week, and I'm glad that everybody was able to, make it this evening. Everybody have a copy of their agenda in front of them? All right, so the first order of business, we're going to meet with Pomeroy Associates to review the architect bids and then the committee ratings. And we handed out a rating sheet, and I just want to make sure that everybody has that rating sheet in front of them. And before we get into that, I just wanted to for the record, I filed a disclosure form with the town clerk's office early last week before the meeting that we had originally scheduled, because one of the firms that is in front of us this evening, I discovered was enlisted the company that I currently work for as a client to do some work for them. So I had already done my rating, so I hadn't even, didn't even know that. And I have no personal interaction with that company at all, but I felt it was prudent to make sure that I just, for perception purposes, just to disclose that. So, all right, anybody, before we jump in, I'm gonna hand the reins over to our team over here. All right, Taylor, Alex.
Thank you. Good evening, everybody. And thanks again for last week and the quick change. You really helped me out of a bind there, so I really appreciate that. Everybody knows, but for everybody on LakeCAM, we had 4 packages come in for our architects' proposals. I was expecting more. I was quite surprised by only 4. I did reach out to some of the architects that pulled it and asked them why, and they said, frankly, we're just too busy right now. So I wasn't surprised by that, but I thought we'd get a little bit more bite. I was hoping somewhere around 8 or 10. But we did get 4, and I think through the review of these, I think most people would agree we got 3 solid candidates at least. So we did pass out a ranking of those. The 4 that we had were Socotec, Secotio Associates, Gallant, and Castle Booze. And so we took everybody's rank that were sent to us, put it in the spreadsheet here, and you can see where those, kind of fell out with Castle Booze, the top ranked, Secotio number 2, Gallant number 3, and Socotec number 4. And then we did ours as well. Usually, or sometimes the committee, wants to just have the rankings of the committee and then our rankings as well. So we just did our own to see where they compare. And it fell right in line with yours as well. So we didn't even look at your rankings. We did ours separately and put them down. And really everybody here was kind of in the same line. I personally thought Socotec kind of missed the mark completely. They didn't really talk about our project whatsoever. It seemed like they were still focused on the town hall building and didn't really even talk about different sites. So that one to me fell to the bottom right away. And the other 3 I thought were all good. I've worked with these companies before, so I could kind of know where their proposal was going to be. I've seen most of them. We're working with Secotio and Castle Booze right now, so I can kind of answer any specific questions on them. Gallant we have not done work with, but they came in at number 3. Our recommendation was going to be to interview at least 3. I think that's a good idea here based on the responses that you got, but we're willing to do whatever the committee would like. So.
All right, no, I appreciate the fact that you took the time to, rank them as well. You have been where you have the expertise in working with architects in the past. I think it was important to hear and see what your rankings were as well. I would, support the recommendation of interviewing the 3.
Agreed.
What's the will of the body here?
You need a motion?
Yeah.
Madam Chair?
Absolutely.
I'll make a motion that we interview Castle Booze, Galante, and Secotio and Associates. Second.
All right, I have a motion and a second on the floor. Any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
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 All right, thank you, Larry. All the ayes have it, so we'll, schedule interviews for all three. So what are we looking for a timeframe? I know we said the second and fourth Wednesdays worked for us. So we're at the fourth right now. So the second, Wednesday would be the 11th. Oh, excuse me. Well, yeah, it would be the 11th. And then the fourth would be the 25th. And then we have the 18th in there, but I don't believe the police station, is available on that Wednesday, but we can double check.
The,
Is it October 11th, what's the next?
yeah, the 11th is tough for me, but,
Okay,
I would recommend the 18th to give them 2 weeks to
Okay.
put something together.
if it's not the 18th, the 19th would be a Thursday.
Yep, that could work for us too.
That's fine.
Everybody else good with that? Either one? All right,
18th is better, 19th is okay if it has to be.
okay.
Prefer the 18th. Isn't the 19th, isn't there a Parks meeting on the 19th?
Oh,
Yeah,
no,
we're
we have a Parks meeting on the 18th.
There you go.
Oh, that's right. I knew there was something on the 18th.
I have to meet with Parks on the 19th as well.
It's the 19th.
Oh, so there's the 19th,
There's the
okay.
19th.
All right.
So I can do the 18th, they just can't do the 19th.
I can't do the
Well, I don't think any of us can do the 19th.
Madam Chair,
Yes,
Madam Chair,
yes?
Nate and I have a senior center feasibility meeting on the 18th. It shouldn't be a problem, but just to be advised, earlier than 6:30.
About the 25th.
Is it the 25th, Nate?
No,
No, that was Larry.
I'm saying, what about the 25th
Alright.
if everybody's busy?
I can't see anybody, so sorry, yeah.
Oh. We can see you.
Aren't you the lucky one?
Oh, my big head, I see it, yeah.
Or if you wanted to go, to the 17th, I don't know if Tuesday works.
MPIC is that day, they have the room.
Yeah. 17th's wide open, I don't know if there's another room available.
Or maybe even, I mean, we could talk to master plan, maybe they'll, they could move their meeting. Well, I hate to do that to anybody, but it's just that it makes it, easier to have, it recorded with the interviews.
What about the 12th? Thursday the 12th?
So what was wrong with the 18th?
It's fine on our
Did
end.
somebody have an issue with the 18th?
I didn't.
I think Ari potentially had a conflict, he was saying.
The only thing I said on the 18th, we have a senior center edition feasibility committee meeting at, it's at 5:30, right?
It's either 5 or 5:30.
I think it's 5:30, I think we decided 5:30, yeah.
Yeah, and they
Yeah,
haven't
so-
been going too long. I think we could probably get here
No.
as long as we started at 6:30.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
All right, so let's
I think
target the
6:30 is
18th.
fine.
Let's target the 18th.
So cancel the 11th,
Okay.
do the 18th.
Yep,
6:30.
yep.
And we want to do one each hour, 6:30, 7:30, and then
Yeah.
8:30, right? All back to back, get it all out.
Maybe 50 minutes,
Yeah,
Yeah.
10-minute break in between or discuss, yeah.
it's all in the details, right?
Yeah.
All right, so Wednesday. 10/18. I can't believe it's October already.
It's crazy. And what was that meeting for the parks? Is that on the 19th?
Yeah, that's, agenda item too, so we
Oh,
can roll
I'm
right
sorry.
into, no, that, we'll just roll into that, because it's an update on the meeting with the Parks Commission regarding, the proposed site locations. I know, Ari, you've had a chance to talk with the, chair of the Parks Commission.
Yes, ma'am.
I did watch their meeting, the other night, and they did bring it up that, this committee was interested in meeting with them to discuss the site locations. And that's basically what it is just to, make sure that we're keeping the lines of communications open, and because it's, you know, it's two of the sites, or three of the sites were identified, through the feasibility to be located in the, you know, Parks land. It's just, you know, I think important to have the conversation with the Parks Commission, and then, you know, just go from there.
Yeah, if there's a meeting on the 19th, we'd like to attend if we could.
Well, I was hoping that you
Okay.
would be there. Right, and we'll get to the details.
Okay, all right.
All right. Okay, so that's Thursday, 10/19. Okay, anybody else have anything on, those two topics?
Just on the interview, so we usually, you know, recommend, you know, half-hour presentation for architects. They usually, you know, like to go through a number of design items, and then 15 minutes Q&A, or, you know, 25 and 25. I don't know if anybody has an idea on what they'd like to see, but we're open to that. But typically what we see is, you know, give them 30 minutes, let them do their thing, and then 15 minutes Q&A. And then if they finish early, you know, the time is there, so.
That's fine with me. As far as the questions go, is that something, because I think we, as a group, prepared our questions, if I remember correctly?
Yeah, we did a group of questions and everybody read a particular question.
We have a bunch of questions, that we typically ask architects, tailor it for different projects, but we can send those around and then obviously take any off or add any that anybody feels, or send questions to us, and we can get a big list going. And,
Okay.
again, we'll send some recommendations, and then if the committee wants to add to them, even better.
All right, that would be great. If you could, if you wouldn't mind getting those to us for, you know, the 10th,
Oh, yeah.
you know, just, you know, get them out to the committee. We can digest them, and if you come up with any more,
We'll send them by the end of this week,
okay.
some questions that we have, and then we can add to them.
And then we'll just get everything back, to, Taylor and Alex by the 13th. So that we'll have, that ahead of time before meeting.
And we'll reach out to the ranked firms, and we'll let them know of their time slot. I usually just call the first ranked and say, do you want 6:30, 7:30, or 8:30? Let them pick, and then.
Christina, can you, work on securing a room for us? And
Yeah.
okay, all right, thank you so much.
Madam Chair,
Yes. Yes,
Madam Chair, just to state the obvious, that means that the placeholder for the 11th is no longer operative, correct?
correct.
Okay.
All right, moving on. Agenda item number 3, discuss and possible vote on LEC's natural heritage proposal. And I believe we had handed that out,
You did.
so.
I'd like to say thanks to Nate for getting this put together. This is going to be a big load off of our shoulders, knowing that we have Brian Madden engaged on this.
Nate, if you wouldn't mind just, you know, giving the residents at home and, you know, just updating the committee again.
So what you have before you is the proposal from the company that's done all the work with the town of Lakeville on natural heritage filings. Brian Madden from LEC Environmental. So he did a proposal breakdown to include site evaluation and coordination with early communications with natural heritage to see if we're able to modify the existing permit for the police station. Right now, that proposal adds up to $6,500. There are some additional costs that may be incurred through the process. I think that it would make sense to approve the 6,500, and then maybe another 2,500 to, do not to exceed of 9,000 or something on those lines to give us a little bit of leverage to, add stuff if he needs it, time-wise.
And, does he have a particular, restriction as far as when he would be able to start?
No, he'd be able to start right away. Yeah.
Okay, good to know.
So if there aren't any questions on this, I would make a motion to approve the proposal before you for $6,500 to LEC, with an additional $2,500 to be a not to exceed $9,000.
Second that.
All right, we have a motion and a second on the floor. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any
Aye.
opposed? All right, the ayes have it.
Thank you, Nate.
Thank you, Nate. Will you, reach out to Brian and let him know?
Yep.
Excellent. And then, maybe at some point we'll invite him to, one of the meetings and, kick that piece of it off.
Absolutely.
So everybody will have a chance to meet him. Okay, wow, I'm gonna go really slow now, 'cause I think I might just be beating my record. Yes.
Madam Chair, do you mind if I address the,
Oh, please.
sorry, so, the version of the agenda that I distributed this evening is actually not the version of the agenda that appears online. It's a slightly older draft, so there are, two, sets of minutes to approve this evening. So the only two changes, from the agenda that you have in front of you versus the agenda that was posted on the website, is the location of this evening's meeting. And also that you are approving two sets of minutes and not just the set of minutes from July 19th.
Okay, because this, I did pull the posting, for the 27th, off the
For
website.
tonight,
So this
yes.
is the one that we're going off of.
Yes, so
Okay, so
yes,
there'll be the
posting
two
that
sets.
Yes, the posting that is posted online that you printed is
Okay.
accurate and correct. The version that I gave
Just
you at
hand
the
out.
beginning of this meeting is a little old, so,
Okay. No.
sorry about that.
That's all right, because this is the one from last week.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah, and we didn't have that set of minutes yet.
So
So
it's
we
my,
snuck
it's my
it in.
fault for canceling.
no, we took advantage of the fact that we snuck them in there, so, no, that's all good. But that, I guess that would pretty much bring them, almost current, so.
Yes.
All right, so, did everybody have a chance? I know Christina had, sent the minutes out to everybody for July 19th and August 23rd. All right, anybody like to make a motion?
Make a
To
motion
accept-
that we accept both sets of minutes.
Second.
All right.
Second,
All right, we have a motion in 2 seconds. Any further discussion regarding the minutes? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Ayes
Aye.
have it. All right, approved. All right, any old business this evening? All right, we know when our next meeting is scheduled, I guess we can adjourn unless somebody has anything else that they wanted to bring up under old business, which I didn't hear anything, so, I guess this has gotta be the quickest meetings that we've ever encountered, so I will adjourn this, oh, Taylor would like to speak.
Just one
Thanks,
question. Sorry, it's actually more of a question for Jose. But if the architects have presentations and things to present, I assume everything here would be set up for them and what do they need to bring? If I'm asked the question, I just want to be able to answer it.
Bring a laptop that can plug into HDMI,
Okay,
and we can put them up here or on the projector, but we prefer up here because if we put it on the projector, we have to turn down the lights.
okay. So just a laptop with HDMI.
HDMI out. If they want to bring their own very long HDMI cable, that'll be helpful too.
Okay, perfect.
The
Why
other
ask?
the other option is to set up a Zoom meeting like we did tonight, and have them present it on Zoom. It's your choice,
I like them here.
their choice, your choice.
Yeah,
Yeah, we would like them here.
yeah.
Oh, no, even if they're here,
Oh, they can do their presentation
Presentation on
while
Zoom.
they're present.
and then it'll show up there.
I see what you're saying. Okay, well, we have some time to
We have
work with that.
options.
and-
Yeah, it doesn't make a difference to me.
Yeah. And I know I like to keep things very simple and, less chance of, yes, technical difficulties, so. All right. Adjourning this meeting at 6:50 PM. All right. Thank you, everybody, for coming out.
Thank you.
Thank you.